Sloabies! Welcome back to another DIY, and today will be my last holiday gift DIY. If you guys haven't checked out my other DIY gifts, be sure to, I don't know, check out the description box down below. When I first moved to my home in Houston, I wanted to fill it up with little bits of plants and things like that, and I was really obsessed with succulents for the longest time. And so today I wanted to share this DIY with you guys, and maybe you guys can give it out to your friends as housewarming gifts, or you can actually give it to your colleagues in the office, you know, just something to brighten up their day. It will be hard to gift wrap, so I think this is one of those gifts where you have to hand it over, so it's a little bit more thoughtful, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and grab all of our stuff and get started. So for this project, you'll need some clean glassware, and I'm just going to use a few candle jars from Bath & Body Works. I mean, they're made of glass, so why waste them? To clean out the wax that is left over in the candle jars, what you're going to do is you're going to pull out the rest of the wick, and my trick here is to microwave it so that the rest of the wax would melt. But before you do that, be sure to pull out the wick because the bottom of it has like this metal plate and it will actually end up sparking in the microwave. So yeah, be sure to pull that out. So what I do is I throw this into the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds depending on how long it will take for the wax to melt, but usually 15 seconds would work just fine. And then with the paper towel, I just went ahead and wiped the rest of the wax out. And to really clean it up, I'm going to use soap and water, and it'll just take all the wax out and everything will be nice and clean for you. One quick thing that I want to tell you is that some of the labels on the Bath & Body Works candles has like this metal coating to make it look pretty, and you have to remove that before you stick it in the microwave, otherwise it will spark. And to really remove the label, I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol to take off the adhesive. And I think it does such a great job of just removing the stickiness from the glass. Now, just for some fun and some creative aspect, I'm just going to tape out a big triangle because I want the layering effect to peek through in my terrarium. And I recently just discovered this liquid gold leafing paint, and I think it's so cool. I'm so excited to use it. But yes, with a nice little paintbrush, I'm going to paint completely around the jar and leaving the triangle out. And you can also just do dabbles or polka dots or any kind of design that you want on your jar. And yeah, it's just so shiny and so sparkly. I'm excited. But I'm gonna go ahead and just let that dry for about an hour before I do a second coat. And I'm going to just go ahead and fill up my second jar because I don't want to decorate it too much since it's too small. And to do that, you're going to need marbles and pebbles and sand. You really don't need all three things, but the more you have, the better it will look. Okay, so we're going to get the layers together, and the first layer is going to be your most porous or largest layer. So it's going to be your marbles or just these giant flat pebble things, and I'm just going to lay it down at the bottom, and I think it works the best if it's at the very bottom. Now before my next layer, I'm going to cut out a circle out of super thin tissue paper, and I lay it right on top before I pour in my next layer, and this will help keep the layers separated and it looks better to me in a jar. So my next layer is going to be my gold pebble layer, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky because some of the pebbles can fall into the marble, but the tissue paper will help protect that. So just carefully spoon in the pebbles as you go along. So since the pebbles aren't as porous as the marble layer, I'm just going to go ahead and pour in a layer of sand. And now we are ready for our plant and the soil. So for the soil, I'm just going to take it straight from the plant. So I pull it from the pot and I loosen up the soil a little bit. Now I pour the soil into a cup, and in this cup I'm going to add in a spoonful of activated charcoal. And you can get this from the aquarium aisle from Walmart or any pet store. And this stuff will really help keep the moisture out of your jar, and it will prevent it from molding. and I pop my plant right inside and I spoon the soil completely around it, helping the plant stay up. Make sure you're not adding too much trauma to plants because it is a living thing, and just be very careful and gentle with it. And now my last layer is going to be another layer of gold pebbles, and I just carefully spoon completely around the plant, taking my time and gently patting as I go along. So now we're going to go back to the other jar that we painted, and I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tape from the jar. And here I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to lay down a layer of marble, and then a layer of pebbles, and then a layer of sand and soil. And I just keep doing that so I can fill up my jar. And look how extremely chic and decorative this one looks. And voila, your own very cute and layered terrarium. I think these are just so fabulous as gifts, and I think they make awesome decor. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the DIY. I think these look so fabulous and so chic. It will definitely turn any boring room into a not so boring room. And if you guys do try this out, please send me a photo because I really want to see your take on this. So yeah, just use the hashtag SLOABN, send it to any of my social networks, and I would love to take a look at it. And also, if you guys really like this DIY, be sure to like this video, share it with others, and support my channel by subscribing to my channel. And yeah, you guys have a great holiday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Remember to always rock on, Sloabies. Bye! Hey Sloabies, it's that time of the month again. Not the lady time of the month, but so today we're gonna talk about my November favorite. I just have so many things I want to share with you guys. We're just gonna have to dive into it. I'm just bummed out that you can't see my whole ensemble, but let me start off with talking about my DIY